All right, it's midday now, and here I sit. There's really no other place to go right now with this new normal or this different rhythm we're all living with. I'm just sitting here, and wherever you are, you may be just sitting where you are. Not that I'm bored, but there is this sort of sense of, so what do I do now? You know, before this pandemic, there were a lot of people that talked about being burnt out. I mean, our society, our culture, our way of life seems to encourage that in some way, or maybe we just groove into it in some way. We don't take time out. We just keep on going, keep on going. And that's what this pandemic has done, what this new schedule in our lives that requires a different kind of rhythm does is put us in one place, and we have to find a new way of being ourselves, of being what God wants us to be, but in one place. And what worries me about this time, for those of us who maybe have know the issue of burnout or working too hard or going too fast, whatever that is, or constantly trying to occupy a day, morning, midday, evening, with what's next to do. Um, what I'm concerned about now is that we do have a lot of time on our hands and a lot of time on our minds, and I am concerned that we will let fear and anxiety and worry, not only about ourselves, but about our loved ones, about the world. Maybe we watch too much news, whether we watch it on the TV or we, keep going on our laptops, our little telephones to look it up. And I'm worried that we will get burned out by worry and anxiety. And I'm holding a prayer book again. I seem to be holding it a lot these days, at least holding it whether I open it or not. But there is this rhythm, that a rhythm of life and a rhythm of connection that our prayer book offers, with morning, noonday, evening prayer, Compline. And whether or not we do the prayers out of the prayer book or not, maybe we need to remember that rhythm that is so much a part of our faith life. And the idea of a rhythm of just pausing whatever is going on in our day or not, whatever is going on in our minds, the up and down of thinking and worrying and anxiety and whatever else, and checking the news, and maybe making even too many phone calls, or maybe just sitting and um, trying to figure out what to do next. But we need to pause from that activity, that mental activity, that sort of emotional activity that I think we're finding we can't divert ourselves by going out to lunch with friends or doing the next job at our desk at work. We don't have that diversion. Um, we're kind of forced into sitting still more than we're used to. And so our mind may be working overtime. So I think the rhythm of pausing in the morning, maybe right after we wake up, pausing at midday, pausing in the early afternoon, pausing as evening falls, pausing right before we go to bed, pausing in all that has been going on in our mind and heart during the day, and just connecting with the source of everything, with that which rests deep within us, that source, like a spring. We need to pause, let it nourish us, let it soothe our minds, calm our hearts. The noonday prayer, here I sit around noon and I watch the light is the brightest of the day perhaps, and I look at the noonday prayer, And what it says is, Lord, make haste to help us, be with us. It's a time to touch base with the ground of our being. Just rest in that, so that the rhythm of our day has these beautiful pauses in it, and we are refreshed by them. May it be so. Tap into that rhythm. Pause, morning, noon, night. Feel connected.